Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today I'm going to go over oil and natural gas. Going to go over some companies. Going to go over the spot price, and I'm going to do long-term, big picture views here. These are the views that I like to look at because my investment time horizon, I think, is a lot longer, and I'll just say a lot longer than most everyone else's. I'm pretty patient. I can sit in these companies and hold on for a while. I'm not going anywhere. I don't see the point of trying to time in and out these trades. And I think that we've got a great opportunity here. And I'll give you my financial opinion and what I'm seeing in the chart. So let's jump in. Here is I've got SM Energy. I'm going to pull up, kind of zoom in on SM Energy here. And SM Energy, we've got this big long downtrend right here. We broke that at $15, $16, somewhere in that range. And we're coming on up, and we broke out of this pattern here, this downtrend line, resistance line right here. We broke out of that as well. We are breaking a lot of trends. And I was going to say that we were probably going to break in 2018, but we came all the way down, and we just had to give everyone the best buying opportunity of their life in 2020. But we're ripping higher here. We hit our head on this, paused, broke and hit our head on this trend line up here, came back down to the old trend line to do a retest, and now we're breaking through that guy there. So this looks really good for a long-term, from a long-term perspective. We could pause for a little bit and move sideways. I'm not too worried about it. I'm pretty patient, but very happy with SM's price performance. Obviously, it's been probably one of the largest one-year returns I've ever had. So that's good. Centennial Development, looking at this guy here, we broke the downtrend line back where I got really bullish on it. I was a buyer back here, and then we've got like the shoulder deal going. We've got another trend line right here. If you contact these points in here, we've broken above that, and we could kind of relax a little bit. Natural gas is, I would say, relaxing as well. And we'll see what happens these next couple of weeks, but the chart looks pretty good. Looks kind of like a shoulder deal going on. We've got Calon Petroleum, another one that's looking like it's trying to break its pattern. You take these two guys up here and contact and make 3 points. 1, 2, 3. We are trying to break the last downtrend line, resistance line. So I think we're right there. We're going to probably break through it here. We may pause and do a little bit of sideways action before moving on up. But that one looks good as well. I'm being patient with all this stuff. Here's Contango Oil and Gas. We got the big long-term downtrend line that we broke just recently in 2021. It's that huge up day that broke out of it. I threw another trend line that goes across here, and that's where we're at right now, trying to break through. So we're getting through all these resistance areas. And just give it time. Give it time. It'll work its way up. We've got Northern Oil and Gas. I would say this is a recent addition to the portfolio. I'm going to call it a new cheetah. We got the downtrend line going here. We broke the downtrend line, kind of came back a little bit, did a little bit of a retest, and now we're heading on up. So that one looks pretty good. And I know some people said, well, there's some share dilution. That very well could be the case. It doesn't mean that it can't get up here. It just means it's going to be more difficult to get up there. Where I think oil prices could be going, I'm pretty bullish on everything. So I'm just going to hold on. I'll watch the ratio charts. I didn't put any ratios in this one, but I'll do that coming up. And I'm just being patient with my investments here. Here's Crescent Point Energy, big long-term perspective. Here's the downtrend line. That broke recently in 2021. We went and back tested back here. This is where I was getting kind of bullish. And now we're starting to break out of this last resistance line here going across. Basically a shoulder pattern, which could go much higher to the upside. So I bought this one. I'm holding on. I think it's a good buy to hold. My recent purchases have been CPG and NOG. I also bought more of CDEV down here. That was my last buy on CDEV. Now here's Crew Energy. Crew Energy, this thing's a beast. Absolute beast. And all we need is beauty to kiss this beast. And you know what? I'll be happy and satisfied with that. Here's the downtrend line. This is looking fantastic, guys. We came up, hit it. We did our little U shape. I always say that. And then we're breaking to the upside. This has a long way to go to the upside if oil continues higher. I mean, this thing looks fantastic. I'll just say no one's getting my Crew Energy shares. Sorry, not for sale. Here's Reconnaissance Energy Africa, just to show you. This was like a penny stock, and now we're all the way to $5. We've pulled on back to the 50-day. I'm bullish on it. I'm hoping this thing continues to rip higher. I think they got a whole bunch of oil. It's an exploration company in Namibia. Check out and I'm not sponsored by any of these people. Go check out their Twitter, check out some of their YouTube videos, and you guys can make your own decision. Here's HLX. Now this one has a little bit more time, a little bit more trading in it before we break this downtrend. But if oil's moving up, if the exploration production companies are moving higher, I think eventually this money's going to flow into the energy service sector. I think these guys are pretty well positioned, especially with a chart pattern like this. We just need to get some momentum to break it. Tetra Technology is another energy service company. You draw the downtrend line in. We just recently broke it. We back tested or retested, and now we're moving back up. So I think that one looks fantastic as well for a long-term hold. That's what I'm holding. Here is light crude oil. We are continuing to move on up. We're at 79.35 is where it closed. We did break 80, and it looks good. You know, I mean, obviously this thing can go anywhere, but the trend and momentum is up. So that's good. Now, nat gas is looking a little bit tired here. Whenever the volatility kicks up, we got a bearish engulfing pattern. This could head lower and rest for a little bit. So nat gas and oil are split a little bit. We'll see what happens over time. But big picture view on the oil companies that I hold, I like it. I like it. We're breaking down trends. We're breaking patterns. We're getting head and shoulder patterns, starting to form. I'm just going to ride it, guys. I'm going to ride this stuff higher. Hopefully it continues higher. But it looks good to me, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I like it. If you guys like this content, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And if you guys, thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.